Szevasztok, Sziltul vagyok a LootMastaZ-tól, és ma folytatjuk a tegnap elkezdett Pacific sorozatot. Ugyebár tegnap megcsináltuk a tutoriál képet, hogy úgy mondjuk, illetve a Salamon szigeteket, ott Port Moresby, stb. És bevásároltunk egységekkel, fejlesztettük Nimitz admirálist is, úgyhogy lényegileg nincs más hátra, mint előre, hogy belecsapunk a Midway ütközetbe.
I have just come from Washington to discuss with you how to repel the upcoming Japanese attack. Give me your thoughts.
Well, we have collectively deducted that the Japanese plan to attack the Midway atoll, sir. We're actively preparing our defense.
Well, listen, if I were you, Admiral, I would not be too hasty in those plans. Our people in Washington are concerned with the possibility of a second attack on Pearl Harbor. I cannot allow the Japanese to disgrace us a second time.
Well, things are quite different this time. This time, we managed to get exceptionally precise information about the enemy plans. My intelligence officer will report. Commander.
Please, have a look at our latest radio intercepts of the Japanese fleet's communications, sir.
Oh my. If you've not seen this intel in your dreams, Leighton, then I'll wager that you know more about the movements of the Japanese fleet than Admiral Yamamoto himself. You're one lucky devil, Nimitz. That is for sure.
Well, sir, luck comes to only those who are ready to accept it. One has to know how not to miss it. My headquarters has already devised our response to the Japanese, sir. We're ready to implement it.
Well then, I would say get on with it, Admiral.
No nézzük.
From Admiral King to Admiral Nimitz. We have just received the latest intelligence reports on the Imperial Japanese fleet. The first air fleet under the command of Admiral Nagumo, the first fleet with battleships under the command of Admiral Yamamoto, and the second fleet with landing forces have all left their respective bases. If the information from the Op-20G is sound, then all of these forces are heading towards Midway. Get ready to give them a warm welcome. In the upcoming battle, you have two main objectives to accomplish. The first one is to hold the Midway Islands, Sand and Eastern. The second one is to counter-attack the Japanese fleet approaching Midway, sinking all of its carriers. Without them, the enemy will not be able to continue the offensive. We received a message from the Aleutian Islands regarding the Japanese invasion. Islands Attu and Kiska have already been taken. We expect the enemy forces to attack our naval base in Dutch Harbor on Unalaska Island. Apparently, Japanese activity in a less important area is a clever ruse to distract our forces from Midway. Nonetheless, the Aleutian Islands are deemed United States territory, and it is our duty to defend it. If the circumstances allow, then support our forces in Dutch Harbor and destroy the Japanese troops on islands Kiska and Attu. Remember, Midway is the last bulwark guarding Hawaii. The US Navy cannot allow enemy forces to set foot on American soil. The Japanese may have a larger force, but I am deeply convinced we can stop them at Midway and from that point on, drive them away from our territory.
Sir, the Japanese fleet was detected southwest of Kure Atoll.
I assume it confirms the radio intercept data. Is this the main force?
It's unclear, sir. Additional reconnaissance of the area is required.
Conduct reconnaissance if necessary. Admiral Fletcher, sound the alarm. We have an Imperial fleet visit. Let us give them an extraordinary reception.
Na, hál' Istennek mindenki befogta. Szóval, itt vagyunk lenni Midway atollnál. Értem. És fönt pedig vannak az Aleut szigetek. Azt mondja, Destroy Enemy Carriers 4-et el kell pusztítani, és tartani kell Midway atollt. Tehát lényegileg ezt az atollt kell tartani. Reconnaissance, igen, jó, azt megejtjük rögtön. Elvileg ezen a hajón
300 millimeters of armor is no joke.
kell, hogy legyen egy ilyen. Ja, igen, először ki kellene pakolni, hülye gyerek. Előbb ki kellene csapni a rezervát. Nézzük csak, hová tudunk kipakolni.
We're on a floating fortress.
Tehát lentre, és középre, és föntre. Aha, kellemetlenül néz ki, hogy mit mondjak. Jól van, akkor egy Colorado jöjjön ide. Másik Colorado jöjjön föl. Úgy vélem, hogy ott nem nagyon lesz, itt fönn nem nagyon lesz szükség a légi fedezetre, úgyhogy repülőgép hordozó jöjjön ide, illetve egy Fletcher class. Két Fletcher class ship jöjjön ide és ide, illetve támogatásnak egy tengeralattjáró, illetve még egy tengeralattjáró. Azt mondja, hogy a vadászgépeket, és hogy a repülőgépeket unblock pedig itt szórjuk szét, lévén itt van ugyebár a repülőgép szállító anyahajónk. Jó, nagy vonalakban ennyik voltunk, aztán meglátjuk, hogy mi fog történni, meg mi se. Tehát azt mondja, hogy amit el is akartunk indítani, indítunk egy ilyennel. Azt mondja, conduct air reconnaissance. Ennek ide kellene eljutnia, hát ez így nem fog menni egyelőre.
All these fancy new carriers will not replace good old 400mm naval guns.
Azt hiszem elcsesztem, ebbe körben már nem fogom bírni tudni használni. Mindenképpen air reconnaissance-t kér. Na mindegy, úgy tűnik, hogy ezt elszúrtam. Hol vannak széjjelszórva az egységeink? Itt vannak errefelé. Van 2 darab repülőgép hordozónk. Azt mondja, hogy Northampton csatacirkáló, Clemson romboló. Azt hiszem ez is egy Northampton. Igen. Jó, tehát mit csináljuk, hogy csináljuk? Azt tudjuk csinálni, hogy berántunk mindent ide középre.
Where are we headed?
Guarding bigger vessel. Patrolling the area.
Rombolóstól mindenestől.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
We'll carry you through this battle.
Ti legyetek itt
There we go.
hátul, és működjetek nekünk úgy, mint mobil bázis. Ezt az egy rombolót itt hagyom nekik tartalékba.
I am claustrophobic, you know. Will there be any
Tegyere
cargo
kicsit
ships?
visszább, és akkor nézzük csak, itt van ugyebár a core unitjaink. illetve még egy tenger
It is so
alattjáró.
boring in here. Can we attack?
Most megnézzük, hogy itt fönt miből élünk, hogy ezt hová irányítsam. Van kettő egész darab rombolónk. Fene megette. Úgyhogy ez akkor föl fog jönni ide.
Underwater we glide. I'm claustrophobic, you know. It looks too deep here. Won't we drown?
Did you check for the enemy submarines?
Patrolling the area. Your trust
Nem
is
elfelejteni,
well
hogy
placed.
itten fönt nincsen légierőnk. Légierőnk csak lent van. De lent ellenben annál több.
and a bottle of rum.
Utóvégre Midway attól
Carriers are
az
the main
egész.
instrument of modern warfare. There we go.
Így.
Guarding bigger vessels. Conducting active search for enemy subs.
Will there be enemy cargo ships?
Így egyelőre maradjunk ennyiben, aztán majd elválik, hogy az ellenfél mit lép. Egyelőre úgy látom, hogy nem sokat. Ó, nem a francot, nem. Légierővel támadnak, jó van.
Sir, a large group of Japanese battleships are closing in on us from the northwest.
Thanks for the warning, Layton. Fletcher, get ready to deal with a battleship attack. I advise you to make sure our carriers are safe. We cannot let the enemy battleships to get within striking distance of them.
Azt
Sir,
megoldjuk.
I assume that additional reconnaissance southwest of Cure Atoll has lost its purpose.
Jó. Csázd meg akkor.
Our
Azt
lives are in the
mondja,
skies.
P40-es.
Was that a barrel roll? Enemy down. Do you keep count? We had been pilots before we were born. It is the United States Air Force, you stupid bastards. Godspeed. Oh, we will teach them manners. Posthumously. Take it. Take it. Take it, bitch!
Azért vannak ám frázisok. Röpködnek a kurva anyják rendesen.
Oh, we will teach them manners. Posthumously.
Jopp.
Is there anything better than serving on a US battleship? Huh, I don't think so.
We are the fastest ship. Enemy located. Further reconnaissance is advised. Let's play hide and go seek. Oops! Found ya. On the lookout.
Úristen, vagytok ám.
With that much firepower, we can sink the whole country, I think. Time to move. Is there anything better than serving on a US battleship? Huh, I don't think so. Did you check for the enemy submarines?
Will like swimming. Not really.
Ha már van egy ilyenünk, akkor már ejtsünk meg egy szonárt is. Már pusztán csak úgy a rend kedvéért.
Fire away. Enemies should run when they see the US flag.
Úgyis azt csinálják, nyugi. Ez nem kombinált, ugyebár?
We are the fastest ship. We fight! Keep firing!
Is there anything better than serving on a US battleship? Huh, I don't think so. Let's see who has the bigger caliber. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Oh yes, we'll show them our main gun. With that much firepower, we can sink the whole country, I think.
Jobb. Ezek pedig továbbiakban nem légvédelmi cuccok. Tehát akkor nézzük csak. Az összes vadászunkkal dolgoztunk, a többiek Dauntlessek, Avengerek,
Let's pray for good weather.
Tactical Bomber, úgyhogy nem érdekes.
An anti-aircraft unit is a powerful and versatile weapon. Its main purpose is to protect your forces from enemy aircraft by overwatch, fire support, and direct attack of the enemy. However, it can also effectively combat ground units. Large caliber anti-aircraft artillery is a good weapon for destroying enemy tanks.
Jó, ezzel akkor meg is vagyunk. Ezt a szegény magányos
You can see us?
tengeralattjárót
It looks too deep here.
behúzzuk ide.
Won't we drown?
Guarding the perimeter. On the prowl. You require an escort.
Nem tudom, hogy innen mit
Your
várhatunk, vagy
trust
mit
is
se.
well placed.
Minden
Guarding
esetre
the perimeter. Going full speed ahead.
It is so boring in here. Can we attack?
abszolút nem árt, hogyha ide
Yo ho
húzzuk az
ho and a
egységeket.
bottle of rum.
Majd valahonnan biztos jönnek. Dutch Harbor. Jó, hát ezen majd idővel foglalkozunk. Nézzük, mit lép az ellenfél.
I guess we won't pursue them, sir.
A big bang.
They're finished! They'll cause us no more trouble.
Azt a basszus. Honnan jöttök, onnan lentről? Na, azt mondja, az a helyzet, hogy
You require an escort.
itt láttunk ugyebár csonyaságokat.
All these fancy new carriers will not replace good old 400mm naval guns.
I'm fed up with seeing the same ugly mugs every day.
How may I be of assistance? Patrolling the area. How may I be of assistance? On the lookout. How may I be of assistance? Conducting active search for enemy subs.
Should we not get paid better? We'll like swimming. Not really. We will shove that torpedo up their vessel.
Fire away!
Nagyszerű, egyet elpakoltunk. Azt mondja, a többieket pedig
Keep firing! We will teach them humility. We will teach them humility.
All these fancy new carriers will not replace good old 400mm naval guns. With that much firepower, we can sink the whole country, I think.
We have big guns, if you know what I mean.
Finally, we get to use our guns. Bang, bang, bang.
You require an escort?
Sehogy nem akar már megpusztulni.
Keep firing! You require an escort?
Submariners are the elite of the Navy. Yes, it is us.
Ilyen kitartó jószágot.
You require an escort? Your trust is well placed.
Jó, nem látok sehol se ellenséges
I'm
tengeralattjárót.
fed up with seeing the same ugly mugs every
És
day.
akkor nézzük, hogy itt miből élünk. Tehát itt túlnyomó részt repülőgépekből élünk.
We have trouble hearing your orders at this altitude. Oh, we will teach them manners. Posthumously. Was that a barrel roll? We had been pilots before we were born. You're gonna love it. Enemies are high. We are higher. Gotta do it, boys.
Jobb.
We keep traditions of the
Tehát
Navy.
most akkor kicsapjuk a földerítő repülőgépet, és eljövünk vele ide. Megnézzük, hogy itt mik vannak. Kitűnő.
Let's pray for good weather. The sound of falling bombs is soothing in a way. You can see the
Chinese
world's
newsroom.
harmony in the skies. We're teaching them statistics forceful. The skies are calling. We bring death on our wings. Annihilation, as usual. We'll hope for the best.
Nem, többit azt most
I
devasztátorral
fly the newest
csináljuk.
model in my sleep.
Megtorpedózzuk őket a
We're teaching them
búvárlatban.
statistics forceful. Underground, everything's so hectic. I fly the newest model in my sleep. We'll blow 'em up, shall we?
Semmi.
I cannot live without the skies.
Nulla.
We bring death on our wings.
We keep traditions of the Navy. Time to move.
Nye. De beletanyaráltunk.
We will rock your world.
Na jöjjenek csak a
Aye, aye,
többiek is.
sir. How can I go? One volley of artillery worth more than my house. Our guns are too big to fail. Is there anything better than serving on a US battleship? Huh, I don't think so. Whoa, did you see it? It vaporized them.
Nagyszerű.
We keep traditions of the Navy. Time to move. Finally, we use our guns. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. One volley of our shelling worth more than my house.
Okés. Elvileg van még valahol valami.
If the infantry is the heart of the armed forces, the air force is their soul. We're teaching them statistics forceful. You can see the world's harmony in the skies.
Jó, itt akkor elég rendesen eltakarítottunk.
Should we not get paid better?
Jó. Na nézzük, mi sül ki a továbbiakból. Jó, te ott nem vagy érdekes.
Japanese forces attacking the Dutch harbor are destroyed.
Jó, a
I
sehol
like it when
elvitte.
everyone gets their due. We receive the gratitude of the American people, while the Japanese got a good beating.
Sir, our troops in Dutch Harbor report a Japanese Zero fighter aircraft has made an emergency landing on Akutan Island. Our aviation engineers asked us to get at least one for them to study. They want to find its vulnerabilities.
Indeed, the Zero is a dangerous foe. I will order our Marines to land on Akutan Island and locate the plane. There is a chance it could be
Okay.
repaired.
We found the Zero on Akutan, and it can be repaired. With study, our specialists could find more efficient ways to deal with this type of fighter.
Jó van. Ezzel már ne legyen baj. Szóval ide és ide kell jönni takarítani.
With that much firepower, we can sink the whole country, I think.
You can expect our timely arrival.
Hostile units nearby. Providing air cover. Evasive maneuvering is in order. How may I be of assistance? Going full speed ahead.
Well, at least we have an insignia. We see them, they don't see us. Me like it. It is so boring in here. Can we attack?
Szóval, hogy itt akkor takarítani
We
kell,
keep
ugyebár.
traditions of the Navy.
Akkor takarítsunk.
Bang, bang, bang.
How may I be of assistance? Continue the onslaught. Continue the onslaught. Providing escort service. Conducting active search for enemy subs.
All these fancy new carriers will not replace good old 400mm naval guns.
Jó, ezt majd kitakarítsuk akkor. Szépen lassan haladunk nyugat felé. Itt pedig miből élünk?
On the ground, everything's so hectic. The sound of falling bombs is soothing and
Ebből élünk.
in God we trust.
Egyelőre full okésak vagyunk.
If the infantry is the heart of the armed forces, the air force is their soul. I cannot live without the skies.
Repülőgépek leszállnak.
The skies are calling. On the ground, everything's so hectic. We're eager to fly. If the infantry is the heart of the armed forces, the air force is their soul.
Van még valahol repülő? Van ám bőven.
Better to die than to live and not fly. We have trouble hearing your orders at this altitude. Low on bullets, not altitude. Low on bullets, not altitude.
Ennyi.
We have trouble hearing your orders at this altitude. With blinding speed.
Szállítás.
Carriers are the main instrument of modern warfare.
Hoppáci. Hát mi van itt?
Well, at least we have an insignia. Enemy spotted. Time to wreck some hulls. It looks too deep here. Won't we drown? We will shove that torpedo up there, vessel. I'm fed up with seeing the same ugly mugs every day. Can they swim?
Providing air cover. They are on radar. I see new targets. Enemy positions acquired.
Ajjé. Én meg még azt hittem, hogy majd könnyű lesz.
Fire away!
Is there anything better than serving on a US battleship? I don't think so.
Providing escort service. Seeking out the enemy. Take them out.
Can I serve in another vessel? These guys are boring. Estimated lifetime of the enemy vessel is greatly reduced.
Is there anything better than serving on a US battleship? I don't think so. We're on a floating fortress. Aye, aye, sir. One volley of our shelling worth more than my house. Do we get to blow up some enemy vessel? With that much firepower, we can sink the whole country, I think. That ship is about to disappear. We will rock your world. Bang, bang, bang.
Vannak ám.
Ready to launch our air force.
Guarding the perimeter. On the lookout.
You don't need islands when you have carriers. We have an island on board, sir. Going the extra mile to carry out your orders, sir.
Itt azért elég rendetlenül kitakarítottunk. Meg kell keresni, hogy hol vannak az átokkerjérjeik. Nem úgy néznek ki, mint akik be akarnák vetni őket. Gyere oda, hülye gyerke.
I'm claustrophobic, you know. Didn't expect that, bastards. Well, at least we have an insignia. Gotcha.
Jó. Innen lényegileg eltakarítottunk.
Guarding bigger vessels. They won't escape. We will teach them humility. Providing air cover. We will teach them humility. How may I be of assistance? On the lookout. Do you require an escort? They are on radar.
We keep traditions of the Navy.
Reporting as ordered.
Well, at least we have an insignia. Will I become a hero? Guess not. Should we not get paid better?
Itt is el kell még takarítani.
300 millimeters of armor is no joke.
How may I be of assistance?
With that much firepower, we can sink the whole country, I think. Finally, we get to use our guns.
Providing air cover. Do you require an escort?
We're on a floating fortress.
Ez pedig csak légvédelmi. Jó.
Providing
De a
escort service.
koordinatokat kicsit hátrébb vesszük,
Searching for enemy subs.
mert
Searching for
azokra
enemy
még
subs.
szükség lesz.
It looks too deep here. Won't we drown?
We keep traditions of the Navy. With that much firepower, we can sink the whole country, I think.
Tehát azt mondja, hogy itt van egy rombolóm, egy tengeralattjáróm, egy csatahajóm. 2, 3 rombolóm, 2 csatahajóm, 2 tengeralattjáróm. Jó, akkor egyenlőre még nem vesztettem semmit. Ez maradjon is lehetőleg így.
We better be kept away from the enemy. All systems are go. We go against the tide. We reach for the stars.
Egyelőre oké. Nem történt semmi egyelőre. Akkor megyünk.
We will rock your world. Finally, some action. Our guns are too big to fail. Oh, yes, we'll show them our main gun. We keep traditions of the Navy. Fire! It's raining hell! We will rock your world.
Do you require an escort? Evasive maneuvering is in order. Our fleet has destroyed the enemy forces on Atsu and Kiska.
Great. The Japanese paid dearly for the occupation of our islands.
Szóval, hogy nem bírok kipakolni. Jó. Akkor a következő körben le kell jönnöm ide. Hiába. Sok más mindent nem tehetek. Jó. Még bírok egy olyat, hogy kiküldök egy földerítőt. Elnézést. Pusztán csak, hogy körülnézzen itt lennél nekem. Hogy nincs-e valahol valami. De egyelőre úgy tűnik, hogy nincs. Nem tudom, mi történik.
300 millimeters of armor is no joke.
Can we get bigger rations?
You have captured an enemy supply point intact. It can now be used to supply your troops.
Unseen for the enemy.
Nem
It looks
tudom,
too
mi
deep
fölitten, de
here. Won't we
egyelőre
drown?
nem tetszik nagyon.
Low fuel? I hope there's an airfield nearby. We'll get there in no time.
Egyelőre sehol senki. És az Isten verte kerjegyeiket még csak nem is találtam meg. Pedig azokat meg kellene ám.
You can see us? Will I become a hero? Guess not.
Reporting as ordered.
Is there anything better than serving on a US battleship? Huh, I don't think so. Do we get to blow up some enemy vessel? Finally, some action.
You require an escort. Seeking out the enemy.
Elképzelésem nincs, hogy hol lehetnek.
Providing air. Going full speed ahead.
De elmegyünk és körülnézünk.
Should we not get paid better?
Jobb dolgunk nem lévén.
Will I become a hero? Guess not.
Seeking out the enemy.
$300 of armor is no joke.
Innen is kicsapunk egy földerítőgépet, mondjuk rá menjen el errefelé. Hopp, meg is van. Valamit látunk.
Aircraft unit has sustained heavy losses. You need to land it at an airfield within a supply zone for repairs.
Ott vagy, mocok. Micik mocok.
Do we get to blow up some enemy vessel? We're on a floating fortress. Finally, some action. Bang, bang, bang. We're on a floating fortress. Finally, we get to use our guns. Let's see who has the bigger caliber. We keep traditions of the Navy. Bang, bang, bang. Time to wreck some.
We have big guns, if you know what I mean.
Jó.
We keep traditions of the Navy.
It is so boring in here. Can we attack? Should we not get paid better? Like a huge fishy.
Úgy hiszem, hogy idáig már nem tudnának elérni a repülőgépeim.
I cannot live without the skies.
Ja, alapjáraton egy probléma. Úgyhogy azt fogjuk csinálni,
We aim for the sky.
hogy igen, fogjuk a repülőket.
I was born a pilot. Let's not exceed our range.
És leszáll.
If the infantry is the heart of the armed forces, the air force is their soul.
És leszáll.
If the infantry is the heart of the armed forces, the air force is their soul. I like flying. It's liberating.
És leszáll.
We're eager to fly. I was born a pilot. I cannot live without the skies.
És az Avenger is.
I like
Igen,
flying.
igen.
It's liberating.
És leszáll.
Our world is full of wonders. Carriers are one of them. Yes, sir.
Your trust is well placed. On the prowl. They won't escape. They won't escape.
A maradékokat pedig nem hagyjuk fedezet nélkül. Így.
Can I serve in another vessel? These guys are borrowing.
Nagyszerű. Ővelük már mocorogtunk, ugye?
Enemy down. Dead. Is there anything better than serving on a US battleship? Huh, I don't think so.
Sehol semmi.
How may I be of assistance? Evasive maneuvering is in order.
We're on a floating fortress.
Használjuk azokat a földerítőket, ha már vannak. És itt is vannak. Jó.
We keep traditions of the Navy. Oh yes, we'll show them our main gun.
From Admiral Nimitz, Admiral King.
Ki is szedtük őket.
All 4 carriers of Admiral Nagumo were sunk. Consider it our small revenge to him for the attack on Pearl Harbor.
From Admiral King to Admiral Nimitz. Your heroic efforts deserve the highest praise. I am proud to serve alongside you.
The Japanese fleet has turned to the west. The enemy is in full retreat.
Now is the perfect moment to pursue and destroy the rest of the Japanese forces. The more enemy ships we sink, the better.
Fire! It's raining hell.
From Admiral Nimitz to Admiral King, Midway area has been cleared of Japanese forces. With full responsibility, I claim it as a victory. We gave the Japanese a beating to remember. I do not think they would dare to chance another attack there.
From Admiral King to Admiral Nimitz. The American people admire the courage of your soldiers and officers. You reminded the Japanese that war is hell. They will not recover soon from the crushing defeat at Midway. From Admiral King to Admiral Nimitz. Congratulations on your victory in this great battle. The entire United States has been holding its breath, awaiting its outcome. You have managed not only to hold our key base in the Pacific, but have also inflicted irreplaceable losses on the Japanese fleet. The war is far from over, but we are now seizing the strategic initiative. The people of America are beginning to call you heroic, and I am inclined to share their opinion.
Nagyon boldogok vagyunk akkor. 390. Igen, a 400-hoz, tehát a maximumhoz ott buktam el, hogy az első körben nem küldtem ki a csatahajót úgy, hogy a földerítő géppel el tudjak érni az adott pontra. Igen, ott elnéztem. Azt mondja, hogy vesztettünk 2 eszkortot. Jó, ahogy elnézem, a losses penalty szerint ez még belefért. Nézzük, mit kaptunk. Azt mondja, hogy Vice Admiral Command Points 30 és plusz 1 Command Point. Jó. Finish Operation.
Good day to you. It is a New York Public Radio broadcast, and I'm Harry Mitchell here with you today. We have just received urgent news from the Pacific, where our heroic Navy has just achieved a major victory over the Japanese. Let us quote from a communique by the Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Pacific Fleet, Admiral Chester William Nimitz. Pearl Harbor has now been partially avenged. Vengeance will not be complete until Japanese sea power is reduced to impotence. We have made substantial progress in that direction. Perhaps we will be forgiven if we claim that we're midway to that objective.
Ground units are now available for acquisition. Jó. Nézzük, mi lesz a következő. Azt mondja, hogy Guadalcanal. Engage the Japanese fleet and capture Guadalcanal and Tulagi. Naval battle and landing operation. Hát jó. Jó, hát akkor ezért így örvendünk. Okés, fiúk, lányok és egyéb váltónemű LootMastaZ követők, akkor ez volt a Midway ütközet. A következő videóban megnézzük majd a szárazföldi egységeket. Gondolom, hogy itt is úgy lesz, mint ahogy a Blitzkriegben volt, hogy széjjel lesz bontál. Jó, hosszú sor lesz, mindegy. Tehát következő videóban fölkészülünk a Guadalcanali partra szállásra, illetve kidobáljuk majd az egységeket a felálláshoz. Pont úgy, ahogy eddig is csináltuk, csak a másik játékban. Rendben, fiúk, lányok és egyéb váltónemű LootMastaZ követők, akkor mostanra ennyik voltunk. Én még mindig Sziltoló vagyok, ti pedig vigyázzatok egymásra, vigyázzatok magatokra, vigyázzatok mindenkire, és találkozunk a következő videókban is. Na, szevasztok!